Hello folks, hope you're doing well. I moved the microphone slightly further back because I've noticed it seems to be a bit close recently, so move it slightly further back for now. So yeah, okay, something on mind well, the last couple of days actually. Yeah, well, yeah, I spent a lot of time with God speaking about wife and that sort of stuff. I've spoken about it on channel as well. Something came to mind. If my wife is someone that I know, will I make her prove herself? Yeah, will I test that? Yeah. Oh, there's no doubt whatsoever. Yeah. If it's someone that I know, if it's a woman that already has shown to me that she's not loving, she's not compassionate, she doesn't know how to deal with things, and she has none of those qualities to her. If I've already been shown that, then bloody hell, yeah. Is she going to have to prove that to me? Yeah. Well, because, yeah, as I said, yeah, now, because I realise I don't need a wife. I don't need one. Yeah, generally speaking, I know that I can walk the walk now without a wife. I don't need one to help me in any way, shape or form. I don't need that enhancement to get me there because pretty much I'm there. There's only tiny little things that need to be, specks that need to be dealt with. So, okay. Do I need a wife to deal with that? No. I mean, that would help to deal with those things a bit quicker, probably. But, I'm not concerned about that stuff. So, for a woman to come into my life and share the journey, yeah, if it's someone I know, they're going to have to show me that what I've seen of them so far isn't really them. And it's going to take some showing because the problem is they've shown me that it is them. Yeah, whether that's Mrs. B or whether it's the church that I'm at. I say with Mrs. B, lovely woman. In many ways, lovely woman. But certainly she's shown me that the way she handles difficult or problematic situations is... No, do I want a wife who, when she has a problem with someone else or with me, she just blocks that person? Yeah, so if she has a problem with me, she's going to go and sleep on the bloody couch because she has a problem with me. No. She's going to have to prove to me, no way, shape or doubt, that is not her. Because to me, I want a wife who, even on her worst day, she wouldn't behave in that way. Even on her worst day, she wouldn't behave in that way. Not in the way of Mrs. B or the other women I've met in churches. Yeah, that have been cold. I want a wife, as I say, even on her worst day, she wouldn't behave in that way. Yeah, because I couldn't put up with that in any way, shape or form. If I had a wife who behaved like that, I'd be saying, excuse me, you need to bloody deal with that. Because you think I'm going to back you and you're behaving in that way? You've got to be bloody kidding me. I'm never going to back that sort of behaviour. Well, I can't really say that behaviour is wrong, but then say that it's okay for her to do that. And I don't want a marriage where it's constant me having to say to her, come on, get yourself sorted. You can't be behaving in that way. Go and spend some time with God. Get your bloody character sorted. That's not a good situation to be in. Well, as I say, towards the end of that stand, the idea that I'd still be joined with Mrs. B at that point in time was horrendous. Yeah, from what I've seen of her, to be joined with her then, knowing what I know, oh bloody hell, it'd be like, I'd be shying away from her all the time. Please, because, she's like that. Is she a woman who's going to hit me? Is she going to do that as well? I didn't fancy that idea in any way, shape or form. I still trusted God. that if that was God's will, it could happen. But did I fancy that? No. So same as the women in the church. If they're cold, if they treat you as if you don't exist, no. Yeah. Are they going to do that with me if we have an argument? If we disagree on something? Well, if I say to, like the one I spoke to about that song, Open the Eyes of My Heart, if I say it's about them, is she going to get pissed and not fucking speak to me for a week or so? Do I need that? No, thank you. No, I don't need any of that in my life. No. So, yeah. Well, it's not just the case that if my wife is one of those people, but if my wife behaves like one of those people, when I first meet her, then, she's going to have to prove herself. Hugely. She is, simply because of the fact, she's not behaving like that. She doesn't have to prove herself in that way. Of course not. There may be other ways she needs to prove herself. I don't know, because I'm not in that situation. But if she's behaving that way, of course she's going to need to prove herself. And I would say that if you are a man, you're listening to this, and you're dating a woman who behaves in that way, then for goodness sake, run away. This whole point about resisting the devil and he will flee. No, run away. Yeah. You see red flags, then take notice. I've seen red flags in my past that I didn't take notice of, and it led to horrendous situations. I'm not going to not take notice of red flags now, and to me, that behaviour is red flags. Compared to the woman that I believe that God wants for me, no way, shape or form. That is not part of it. And when I see that, that's definitely a red flag that I stay away from. So as I say, that's why it very much is the case that there needs to be a lot of proving that this is not who I am. But that's what I said the other day, about the women in the churches. Why do you think you're so special that I should have to prove myself to you for you to let me in, when what I see of you is something I wouldn't want to come in? I'll be advising other people to stay away, so why would I want to come in? That is not a good thing. Behaving in that way is not good. Oh, there you go. Let's see what happens with regards to all of that. That's the point, really. But that's something I thought I should share, because it is very much the case that it is not wrong to test, and it's not wrong to test people. It certainly isn't wrong, especially if it's someone that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Then it's not wrong to test that at all. Especially if there's reasons to want that to be proven, that that person isn't how they have behaved. It's not unkind or unfair to test that. It's perfectly fair and reasonable for you and for them, because if you get into a relationship with someone who you've got a very good idea is not the right person for you because of the way they are, and you get into a relationship with that person, you're putting them also into a situation that is bad, and they're going to have to deal with that as well as you. So be fair to them and make sure you test it, because that's a fair thing. So, as I say, certainly if there's red flags, you need to make sure that what you're seeing is just an incredibly bad day or bad days. But that's why, in my understanding, that's why I've said that I do not believe in any way, shape or form that I've met the person I'm going to marry, because when I look at the people that I've met, there's far too many red flags. There's far too many things that I just cannot ignore, and it's like, okay. And that's behaviour right now. That's not behaviour years before, that's behaviour right now. And so that's talking about who you are right now, and that's not good. So it disturbs me very much to have the idea that maybe I've met my wife and she's one of these women. That is not good in any way, shape or form. I'm not happy with that at all. It's a far better thing and a far more lovely thing for me to simply believe that, that I haven't met her yet. It helps me to sleep better at night. So, So there you go. I thought it was fair to share that. It was right to share. But it might help someone else might be in a similar situation. Well, as I say, especially in a time when divorce is so incredibly common, and when so many men are choosing not to actually even get involved in women at all because of the toxic relationships that they seem to be finding themselves in. And the fact that if they do marry and divorce, they lose so much out of it, especially if they have kids. That the whole system is against them as a man. Yeah. Well, whether that is the case is a different matter, but so many men think that. If you are a man and you're looking at that, then, test it. Try and make sure you're in something and this is the right thing that you should be in. So there you go. You take care. God bless. I'll speak to you soon. Have a fantastic week. And, focus on your relationship with God first. Build that, and then all the other relationships should be Christy. Bye-bye.